Zavi Jenda here, and I just finished doing past life regression. I did 2 of them, and they're very beautiful and very intense, and vivid. And as I'm guiding folks through these regressions, I'm feeling so much, like every bit of it. I'm seeing so much, and then I'm feeling into the energies of what they're experiencing in this realm, and correlating these different things. And I had a really cool experience that I've known to be possible, but I hadn't ever actually had the opportunity to do it before, and I was able to this time. I was guiding this person through something, and a wise woman in the town appeared to them, and I'm flowing with it. It's like, whoa, this would be a person to talk to, and so we come before them, and I bring myself forward as this spirit energy, right? Letting them know that the being that is in this person's vessel right now is actually them from a future life. And we're coming back to this moment to resolve something, and for them to just offer any words of wisdom or insight that they think would help them, right? And she did. It was really cool because those are the beings that are going to be receptive to spirits coming through. And she offered some wisdom, just a very short phrase that showed that she knew what was going to happen in the future. And also, here's the truth. And we come out of it and talk about how that energy from that past life shows up in this world, in this life. And so it's a major healing, and it's just so beautiful. What I have been thinking about for the past few days, as I was thinking about topics that I would like to share, because things will happen. I get a download and I'm just like, oh, I want to share this, and then the opportunity isn't quite right, so then I don't do the video. And so I've been sitting on this topic, and with the experience that I just had, it's like, okay, I was waiting on this because there was more that needed, more insight that I needed. It's a little nippy, and I don't want to turn the heater on right here. The overall heater's on, but I'm the window cracked to let some energy flow out. So I'm cozying up. But the theme is to give yourself grace. We're navigating so much. There's so much that we're experiencing in this life that is energy that has carried on from past lives. And also, there's so much that we're navigating in this life. So much more than just the 3D and the 5D and all the other dimensions and influences that we have. And we're all doing it. We're all doing it. And sometimes we can find ourselves caught in one aspect of it. Whenever I travel around, like if I have my camper and everything's in, I feel great. I feel so grounded. I feel so secure. We are staying in a house or we have like a house as a home base, I should say, for a few months. And it's working out well because I'm selling my camper that I have now so I can get a bigger one. So it gives us a nice place to stage this new, but basically a place to transition, right? And it's comfortable because it's a house and it has all the things. And so while I'm here, like, I have a healing room. I'm able to set up my crystals, my shine. I'm able to bring people into the space to have these sacred experiences, to do the healing. I had a session yesterday where I have a Spooky 2 frequency generator. It's like a right frequency machine where I can do biofeedbacks and tell you like what is in your energy field as far as like what ailments are going on in your body, and also what spiritual things are happening, or if there's like shifts in consciousness, or even things like lucid dreaming, and I can also shoot those frequencies into your body via 10 pads, or if this is a remote thing, I can do remote with some DNA. I can transmit those energies to you. So like I did a biofeedback on somebody, and you got them set up to have some remote treatments. And so it's really nice to have like spaces like this, but also everything that I have, it goes back into the boxes and can travel with me. And with the remote things, I can take my laptop and this device with me anywhere and be able to get these frequencies transmitted. So it's really nice to be in this moment. However, in order to get to a space where like I am feeling really grounded, like I park my camper out front and I'm loading everything inside, and everything has to go into a space before I can feel grounded. And so that means that I am operating in the 3D a lot. I'm very much do. And also, whenever I'm in Jacksonville, I have community here, right? And so there's a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of people that I want to meet up, a lot of people reaching out to me for different services. And in the beginning, it can feel a little bit overwhelming as I'm like grounding myself and like sorting out all these things and like scheduling stuff. And so I get stuck in the 3D, right? And my energy is a little bit different to the normal 3D matrix people. Like they would see that I am highly productive, right? I am getting stuff done, get her done. That's not how I prefer to flow. How I prefer to flow is like how I am now, which is me being in the 3D, setting myself up so I can provide all these services that help me feel my element, help me feel like I really am doing what I'm supposed to be doing with my energy. And I'm just like a lot lighter and all of these things. And so as I'm flowing through this, like I'm do, like the time is just like going by, and I remember feeling just drained. Like it's not an optimal way for me to use my energy. It's a lot of masculine energy. And I was feeling drained, and I'm just like, what is the problem here? Because I was getting lost in it. Like it was a small moment, but I felt like I was getting lost in it. And I was like, oh, I am doing a whole lot, and I need to focus on being. And so I'm in that transition. It's like acknowledging what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how much longer I need to do it. And I start to like flow my body more. And I'm also, my partner, I was going and I was doing, and they're experiencing me doing, right? It's like, okay, this is 3D Davi, this is not 5D Davi. And I like took a moment to just like relax and wind down. And what had also been hard for me is not being able to take those moments for myself, because as I was so tired that I would just like actually sleep at night. And then nap time, I was missing nap time, right? Like Rian's nap time, the baby's nap times, those are my opportunities to like ground myself and come back. And I wasn't taking those moments. And so I finally had a moment the other day, and it was the day before yesterday, and I just come to my partner and I'm just like, I'm so tired, and I feel like it's because I've been doing so much and I need to just be more. So like when he's asking like, what do you want to do today? I'm just like, nothing. I want to be. And in being, I am still doing things, but it's not like I have to do these things. And it's just like I have a more natural flow, and I'm getting things done in a more natural flow. And the thing that was very worldly that I had some pressure and energy about, I knew that in order to attract things into my vortex that would help it flow with ease, I needed to trust, right? I needed to come back to that trust and know that it would happen. It would be fine. It always is fine. And so I started talking about my day in a more 5D way. You know, I already spoke about it in a 3D, and all the density that 3D holds, and then went to the 5D, and it was just like, I felt myself, as I was talking about it, be filled with energy again, and enthusiasm, and just like, and then I was like, whoa, I am back. I am back. Like, welcome back, 5D Dobby. Just like, I almost got lost for a moment, and it was just like a day and a half, realistically speaking. That's a long time to like feel anything anything like that. And so, you know, I'm in my 5D and I'm doing things, but I'm getting things done, and I just like, I feel so aligned, and I acknowledge that I'm human and that I'm weaving in and I'm weaving out, and that's just the way I've set up my life to do so, because I personally will only tolerate small doses of the matrix, because I know what it does to my energy. And so that's where the energy budget comes in. You know, you create an energy budget and you allot certain things to and certain people to, and just be conscious of where the energy is going. And sometimes you get stuck, like for me, sometimes I got stuck in the 3D, and I give myself grace because I'm human and I know that happens. And so as you're human and you're feeling yourself do something, show up in a certain way, and you don't want to show up in that way, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace because you're a human. And now that you've acknowledged that you've been existing in a way that you don't really prefer to, or showing up in a way that you really don't prefer to, that is the opportunity to go forward and show up how you do want to show up. It already happened, right? I was already 3D, and now I'm back. Now I'm back. And you know what? I'm not gonna get hung up on that I was operating in that way, right? Like, I'm saying it in very vague terms, but I just know how I was showing up. I wasn't very light, you know. I couldn't feel a whole lot of emotion. I was just like in get her done mode. And you know, I want to show up more connected. And so now I can, because I climbed out of that, you know, and I can also feel when it's happening, right? Like, I felt it. I was like, why don't I feel great? Why don't I feel on a vibration? It's because I allowed myself to weave into this 3D without all my 5D elements. I was just like, do. But those instances are getting less and less. And so, you know, as I'm having conversations with other people, like we do recaps with the past life regressions, and see how like that life and the energies of it play into this life. And you know, the theme was coming up of give yourself grace. Like, you're showing up the best you can, and there's a lot that you're going to do, a lot that you are doing, and you can't see it because you're in the midst of doing. So that's that. That's all I have to share. But if y'all are really liking these messages, have anything you want me to speak about, just let me know. Let me know in the comments or shoot me a message. I'm really responsive with my Instagram. I should say I am behind on my messages on Instagram. But I do get back to them whenever I have the energetic space to. And then you'll find that it's always in divine time. I feel it sometimes. Y'all feel it when the message comes through. So reach out. My Instagram is We Light Beans. So WELIGHTBEANZ, or figure.8.energy. And I look forward to what comes through next that I can share with y'all. All right? Later.